Hey guys, I know it's been a while. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Grey's Anatomy finale. I have been a huge Grey's Anatomy fan for at least like the last 2 years. I've watched every single episode, and every finale is epic. Like, there's always a cliffhanger, there's always like a reason you want to come back and watch more. But for some reason, this finale left me like, it just seemed like it was an ending. It didn't seem like there was any sort of cliffhanger. All the couples were like breaking up. It was the only people that were still together were Richard and Avery's mom. And it seemed weird. Like, the last few episodes of Grey's Anatomy since Derek died have just been weird. Like, they have this weird feeling to them. And I don't know if it's that they're winding down the show now. Like, Derek's been on Grey's Anatomy since like the first minute the show started in 2005. He has been the runner-up main character behind Meredith since the beginning. He's been like, they have been the two absolute main characters on the show. Like, yeah, there's other good primary characters and season regulars, but they're the people that you want to watch. Like, they're the main couple, it's their love story, it's about her life, and like, there's been shocking deaths and stuff, and it just seemed like if they picked an episode to be the finale, it would have seemed like his death the episode that he died in would have been the season finale. But they ended it in such a weird manner, and it just seemed like it was an ending to me. Like, it wasn't like, come back and watch more. It was goodbye. And I'm just wondering where they're gonna go from here. Because personally, Meredith and Derek were like soulmates in my eyes, and I don't know how she's gonna meet anybody that could live up to anything like Derek. Like, because that would be what the new seasons would be like, would be her meeting new people and her furthering her life and stuff. It just seemed weird. The whole 2-hour episode where she wasn't in it for most of it, and then in the end we found out she had a baby. It was just weird because she had such a hard time having Bailey. There's so many episodes that went into having Bailey and adopting Zola. And then in one episode, we see her for 5 minutes, and she has a baby. And it was a weird, these last 2 episodes since Derek died were weird. Let me know what you guys thought. I thought it was extremely weird. I don't know how they're going to move on from this. I want to watch because it's been my favorite show, but, well, one of my favorite shows. But I really don't know how they're going to move forward with her storyline. Like, Derek was by far the most shocking death on Grey's Anatomy. Mark died, Lexi died, a bunch of people died on the show. But it was never Derek or Meredith, and they're the main characters. And, you know, life still moved forward, but it just seems like nothing major is happening anymore on the show, and everything's just becoming weird. Like, I don't know if he's gonna wake up in the premiere, like, who knows? It doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. Like, my first prediction after seeing his death episode was he's in a coma. Like, he's gonna wake up, this is what he is thinking is happening after he died. But now, like, I'm not really sure, because you would think that it would have happened in the season finale, and he would have woken up and that would have been the end. Just the plot lines that Shonda Rhimes and the other writers of Grey's Anatomy are going with these characters, it just seems weird. April's character, she went off with Owen, and now they come back and they're like splitting up because she wants to go back. It just seems like they're breaking everybody up. You know, Amy and Owen were broken up, and they had like a slightly, cute scene when she listened to the message and she's like, no, don't go, you can stay. but like there's no cliffhanger, you know. In season 1, you wanted to come back, you wanted to see season 2 because you found out that Derek had a wife. In season 2, I believe that was the one where she drowned. And that was like the cliffhanger. In season 3, I don't really remember season 3 very much. I know she was fighting with Derek. Season 4, season 8 was a huge season for cliffhangers. You had, you know, Lexi died. You don't know what's going on with Mark. You know, it's all up in the air. Season 9, you had Meredith just had Bailey. You know, she had him in the dark. There's a huge storm. You didn't know what was going to happen to the chief because he was electrocuted. In season 10, Meredith and Derek are fighting. She's like, you leave, but I don't want to come. She's like, it's a trailing, you know, she's like, my life is here. I don't want to move to Washington. And there's this huge fight, and then you find out that she's a half-sister. But it just seems like this season finale, you would think as the show went on, the season finales would get better. This season finale seemed to pale in comparison to all the previous season finales. And I just don't know where they're going to go from this. Let me know. I'm wondering what's going to happen in the next season. Because there's supposed to be another season. I'm just wondering what's going to happen. So, that's it.